Hi friends, Matthew Boyer here with Paladin Cigars. We're going to do a video on Cigars 101 today. Now this covers just basic nomenclature that as you're getting into cigars and start smoking them, things you might hear and you're going to scratch your head and you go, what does that mean? We're going to unpackage some of that. We're going to go into greater length in some of our videos in the future, but right now this is just going to cover the basics, so let's get started. When you look at your cigar, it's a great looking cigar there. We have a couple of different elements or a couple of different ideas of the anatomy of the cigar. Down here, the end that you're going to light is referred to as the foot. As you move up from the foot, this is the body of the cigar. And then this portion here is referred to as the head. Now here, you've got this little rounded area, which we call the shoulder. And just above the shoulder is going to be the caps or the crown of the cigar. Now, the rule that I tell people in the cigar shop all the time is we're never going to cut past that shoulder. In doing so, we're going to preserve the end caps, and the end caps are what hold on the wrapper and keep the whole cigar together while you smoke it. So cutting past there, it's a bad idea. Something else you're going to notice as you go into a cigar shop and you're looking at your cigar, and you're going to notice a couple of numbers that are associated with the cigar. Besides the name of the cigar, the size, this one in particular is a Robusto, you're going to have two numbers. One is a smaller number, usually a single digit, and that's going to be the length of the cigar. This Robusto is pretty traditional, and it's a 5-inch long cigar. And then you're going to see a bi or an X and then another number, typically a double-digit number, and that is the ring size of the cigar. The ring size of this Robusto is 52, and that is the diameter measurement of the cigar, and it's measured in 64ths of an inch. So this cigar would be 52 64ths of an inch. Now there's some components that actually, the tobacco elements that make up the cigar. There's 3 of them: the filler, which is the inside; the binder, right underneath of the wrapper, primarily responsible for the combustion; and then you have the wrapper element, the pretty leaf on the outside, of course. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this cigar apart and show you those 3 elements right now. So we're going to kind of change the camera angle and show you that up close. Now again, we've got the cigar here, and we're going to do something that will probably horrify most smokers, but we feel like it must be done. We are going to cut past the end caps here. I don't know if you can see, but this cigar has excellent end cap construction. This is really classic Cuban, very, very good construction. It would be hard to overcut on this cigar, and again, we wouldn't want to cut past the shoulder if we intended to smoke this all the way. But for today's purposes, we are going to cut way past those. Go ahead and snip. And now we can start to pull apart our little friend here. You see right here, that is what would happen if you cut too much off the cigar. This wrapper element is going to come right off. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful wrapper. This is a San Andreas Maduro. That is just lovely, oily, silky, lots of flavor in that wrapper. Now right underneath of there we have this really kind of, it's pretty ugly. It's not supposed to be pretty, but this is the binder. It's going to be a little difficult. There we go. The way that this comes off is very similar to the wrapper, and it is one contiguous leaf that goes all the way around. It's a much thicker leaf. Its job is, again, primarily the combustion, and you can see it's not a pretty leaf, not nearly as pretty as that wrapper if you look at them side by side, but again, different job. Some flavor comes from there, but not a huge amount. Now inside we have the bunched filler leaf. You have several different leaves that you can see. All of that is long leaf fill. It's starting to break up a little bit, but very nice filler on this cigar. You have some different components in there. I have no idea what the blend of this particular cigar is, but as you can see, you've got some really nice, good long leaves that are bunched up. This one is actually folded, which is, it's great construction on this cigar, but lots of it, lots of that filler. You can see how compacted it was. But it would still draw like a champ, which is amazing. These rollers really know what they're doing. Being a torcedor is, I'm not sure, something I could ever do. But that's your three components now. So you've got your wrapper, your binder, and your filler. And those are the three primary elements of tobacco used to make your cigar. Well, gosh, that was a lot of fun. Typically not something that we do with the cigars, cut it into pieces like that. But it was worth the effort. So again, this has been Cigars Anatomy 101. The basic information we gave you about the size, the anatomy, the structure of the cigar, none of that's going to change. You got a pretty comprehensive idea now. In the future, we're going to go into greater detail on wrapper, filler, the types, maybe priming. That's another word that you'll hear thrown out there. So look for these videos. Again, you can go as deep down the rabbit hole as you want, and we can be your guide. Again, this is Matthew Boyer with Paladin Cigars. Thanks for watching.